What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off and running from Western New York. Has this at the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Give now to the running back, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Love. He has the 1st over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Going right side, Evans with it. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he will score! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. Mike Evans with the touchdown. One after try, good by Reichert. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Trying an inside give to Gurindo. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. Isaac Gurindo with the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Patriots start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 34. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 37. Completed to his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. Has it down close. Touchdown, Buffalo! So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. a give to Gurindo. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Gurindo again. Oh, he trucked that defender. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Play action on first down. Short pass caught by his tight end. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to Orchard Park after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now they'll throw out of the gun. They'll get this one to Watkins. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the 32. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, then completions follow.
That's complete to Gurindo. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Working quickly here. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he goes down approaching that 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they take this in for the score. The Patriots tie and can take the lead here in the second. Isaac Gurindo with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots take the lead on that successful kick. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. They're going play action. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Love out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that one a 44-yard punt. And the Pats will take over. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Airing it out to start this drive. Cut out left. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Fullback trying to power it across. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Patriots grow the lead to 7. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots grow their lead to 8. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Hauled in by Garindo. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a New England first down.
And the Patriots first down.
Trying it left side with Garindo. And he drives this forward to the 6. About 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be 2nd down for him.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. We've hit the 2-minute warning. The Patriots looking for a score before halftime. The Bats got it. And he has the New England touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back-to-back carries here. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. Back to the well again. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills could make it a one-score game as they cut it to 9 before half. And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point difference.
He's throwing for it. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Patriots get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Bills 19. Will Riker to kick off.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. Here's a throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going for this. Chased out to his right. He connects downfield on 4. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots will add to their lead at the end of the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Love. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Will Waker to kick off.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
On the give, it's Garindo. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. They gain nothing on 2nd down, and it sets up 3rd and a long way to go. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Right up the gut. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing his Love on 3rd. He's got the hook up to Ingram. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast. They give it to him again. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. 6 yards the pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Another carry for him. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills start the second half with some needed points. And now the Bills going for two again.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Here's a toss to the left. And he is stopped. Wow, a bit surprising after he just burned this defense. But he doesn't make it across, and the two-point try fails. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff headed right. It's Garindo. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to the air here. This will be caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Patriots will have a first down. Garindo running between the tackles. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. Again, he hits the second level. And he will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 16-point ball game. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Patriots take a 3-possession lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stops. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Takes the handoff, now Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Here's 2nd and 11. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Play fake, it's Love. Rolling out to his left. This is hauled in by Ingram. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Working inside the red zone. Evans brings in the slant. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They just get the play off. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's... So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, once again, Bills have the offense out there trying for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point
Shotgun now for Love. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the 2, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now give to Gurindo, running left. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll go right back to Gurindo. Has a lane past the 45. Works the sideline inside the 35. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Patriots could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Isaac Gurindo with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Touchdown, New England. Now, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Love now to the running back. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 34. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On first down, they'll run. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Finds his back complete. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. Working quickly here. Love on 3rd and short. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Has it at the 7. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. And now the Bills going for 2 again.
The Bills are lining up for a 2.
Love to throw again. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
And no luck. The Patriots are there to recover. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Racing down the left side. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots put up even more points in a win. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Hand off on 2nd and short. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Pick up a 3 on the carry. That's going to bring up 4th and 2. Love now to throw. Andrews with the catch. No one around. He's got space. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's got it near the 8. Touchdown, Buffalo! All right, once again, Bills have the offense out. They're trying for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Trying for it on the ground. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game.
47.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And no luck. The Patriots are there to recover.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Trying it left side with Garindo. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's going deep this time. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Bills have some new life in the 4th. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a quarterback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front do.
Wide open down the field, and he has it! Scores! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. So here comes a big play. Bills going for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a
He's throwing for it! And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Pretty easy to recognize the intensity on that 2-point try. Could have made it a 1-score game, but instead, still a 10-point deficit, Brock. They're going to need a couple more scores.
They sure will. It means more than likely a couple of possessions too, Kate. And we're to the point, if you look up at that scoreboard, there's not going to be many possessions left in this one.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Garindo. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Garendo's got the first down and more. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Garindo again. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's got it over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And they take the first